Hello, everybody. It's Monday, 23rd of August. Today's our class on Zoom from 12 to 1. We will have a few exercises in the beginning, one for the face, per a request from one of the students, Diana. And then we'll do a breathing exercise, and then we'll work on the mat. So if you want to get yourself comfortable into a seat or onto a pillow, be my guest. You're more than welcome to sit on a pillow or in a low seat. Okay, I'm just going to mute everyone. There we go. Good. So the first exercise, we'll do the exercise for the face, but to get us prepped for that, I want us just to do some nodding for the head, neck, and the vestibular system, which is above your ear. So the first movement, we're just going to turn our head to the right and come back to center. Very simple exercise. Turn your head to the left, but something that we don't often do with a lot of awareness. So take your time and turn your head with plenty of awareness, noticing how you're feeling in the neck. Noticing also how your eyes will follow the movement. One more time, just turn your head to one side. And then bring your head straight, everything facing forward in a straight line. Now we'll lift our chin looking skyward, go as far as is comfortable for you. Please don't move into any pain. And we'll bring our chin down to the chest. And again, lifting, looking skyward, and lowering chin to the chest, look downwards. Keep the back tall, you're just moving through the neck. Now, as I've mentioned before, these stimulate the muscles in the neck, which have nerves that connect directly to the vestibular system. The vestibular system is responsible for our balance, our sense of self, and also it is, with age, we might get crystals built up in the vestibular system. And by doing these movements, it helps to prevent that buildup of crystals. Okay, lift your chin and find a really long neck, chin parallel to the floor, and eyes are at the horizon. Now we're going to be doing an exercise with the arms. So I'll just scoot back a little bit and show you. We're going to reach our arms out in front of us and clasp the hands together. Perfect. Now the first movement, I want you to bring your arms to the right and you'll look over your left shoulder as far as possible. That's it, good. Bring the arms back forward and bring your face facing forward as well. And then change, arms to the left. We'll turn our head to the right as far as possible. Beautiful, very good, ladies. Coming back to center. And we'll do that again. Arms to the right, turn your head as far as possible to the left. No pain, please. Come back to the center and changing sides and back to center. Now here's where it gets fun. We're going to bring our arms to the right as far as possible. I want you to stick out your tongue and bring your tongue almost to your left ear. So you're going to bring it out as far as possible to your left ear. And then release everything and come back to center. Good. This is where you're happy that you're not on the recording, right? Okay. Arms to the left. Turn your head as far right as possible. Stick out your tongue like you're going to touch your ear. And then change. Let's go again. Arms to the right, head to the left, stick out the tongue. Coming back to center. Arms to the left, stick out your tongue to the right. Back to center. One more time each side, just for fun. Let's go. Back to center. Last one. And back to center. Bravo. Bring the hands down. Roll your shoulders a few times. Whew, that was fun. Good. And notice how all the muscles in the jaw, the neck, even the upper back and around the shoulders have been activated. Now we're going to be doing a breathing exercise. Lift your chest Keep your arms relaxed, shoulders relaxed and wide. Take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose. And as you do these breaths, keep your tongue in what I like to call the home position. So the tongue is following along the palate in the mouth, okay? So it kind of curves up and it touches the backs of your teeth. This is home position. It's when the tongue is relaxed and it feels full. The tongue feels nice and full. And it should fill all the space in the mouth. Good. Now we're going to count the breath in for 4. So breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe out. 4, 3, that's right. 2, 1. Again, breathe in. 4, 3, perfect. 2, 1, breathe out. 4, 3, 2, excellent. Let's breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2. We'll add on. Take your right thumb, close off your right nostril. Now we'll just do it with the left. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3. That's it. 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. We switch using your right hand. Okay, I'm not mirroring you. Just use your right hand. Cross it across. Close off the left nostril with the 2 middle fingers. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4. We're controlling the breath. 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2. Switch nostrils. Let's go. Breathe in. 4, 3. Control it. Go slowly. 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3. Beautiful. 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch nostrils. Breathe in. 4, 3. That's it. 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2. Bring your hand down. Close your eyes and just take some natural breaths. Notice how you're feeling. Natural breathing. And see if while you breathe this way, you can have the diaphragm move, which is just underneath the rib cage. Good job, ladies. Open your eyes and let's bring our hands to the heart center. Clasp all of the fingers and push the palms skyward. So get really, really long in your back. Lengthen out your arms. See if you can straighten them at the elbows. Perfect. So your hands are turned, the palms face skyward. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, lean to your right. Yes. Breathe in, rise back up. Breathe out, lean to your left. Breathing in, let's rise back up. We go again. Breathe out to the right. Rising back up. Perfect. Breathing out to the left. Rise back up. One more time each side. Breathe out, go to your right. Good. Breathing in. Breathe out, go to your left. Breathing in. And bring the palms together over your head. Thumbs to the upper back. Lift your chin. Press your head gently against the arms. Feel the stretch in the opening under the armpits. This is also stretching the muscles underneath, which are the serratus anterior, and it helps to open up the rib cage. Take another deep breath in. Stretch your arms skyward. Bring your hands in front of your heart center. Good, ladies. And let's get onto our hands and knees. Okay, onto your mat. So the hands should be underneath the shoulders and the knees should be underneath the hips. Be sure that your knees are hip width, your hands are shoulder width. The fingers can be spread, but they don't need to be, I used to teach it that your hands need to be spread really wide and stretched. They don't need to be that wide and stretched anymore, okay? And in fact, it's much better for the hand to be soft so that you get that arch in the palm. That's gonna be healthier for your elbow, your shoulder, and your neck. So you wanna have that little arch underneath the hand, in the palm of the hand. From here, take a deep breath in and curl your spine, look skyward, and breathe out and round to your belly button. And again, we'll curl, breathing in. This is our classic cat and cow. Breathing out, rounding. And we'll do that again. Breathing in, breathing out. We're just mobilizing the spine. And this is also mobilizing the shoulders and the hips. One more time. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Now come back to a natural position for your back. Okay, you don't need to flatten the back or round it. Just come to a natural position. And we'll turn the head and see if you can look to your right heel. Turn the head back to center and then see if you can look to your left heel. Back to center. Look to your right. Back to center, look to your left. Back to center. We'll do that one time each side. Look. Good. Last one. Looking. Then coming back to center, let's stretch our right leg behind us, toes tucked under, and you should already feel a stretch down into the calf and the Achilles tendon. I want you to bounce very gently into the heel. So gently you press back and then bounce forward. This is also going to warm up the wrists. It will also activate many muscles in the shoulders. Just come into that awareness. Keep your head lifted so you get the activation in the neck. One more. Now raise the right leg. Do a nice big circle with the foot. Change the direction of the circle. Now bending the knee. Okay, we're going to do a nice circle with the knee. Bring the knee down next to the other knee. Circle it around towards the elbow. Up and back. Again, down towards the other knee. Elbow. Up and back. Let the low back twist with this. Good. Change the direction of the circle. Bring the leg up behind you, forward towards the shoulder, elbow, and back. Again, up and around. One more. Beautiful, ladies. Bring the knee back down. And we'll change legs. Stretch your left leg out behind you. Toes are tucked under, head is lifted. And we bounce slowly. Press back and forth. That's it. Back and forth. The more slowly you go, the more it mobilizes the ankle, the toes, the foot. And this is what's healthy. Okay, not quick bouncing, it's the slow bouncing. Coming back, raise the leg, circling the foot. See if you can open the toes at the same time. And by the way, nobody should have socks on. No socks, no shoes. Change the direction. Bend the knee. You can have the toes pointed or relaxed as you wish. I like to point them just because it creates more of an action in my foot. So bring the knee down towards the other, towards the left elbow, up and around. Here we go. Circling, warming up the hip. One more. Good job. Change the direction. Let's go around towards the shoulder, back and up. Shoulder, elbow, down and up. One more time. Good job. Bring the knee down now. Open your knees and sink back onto your heels into a child's pose. Reach your arms far, far, far out in front of you and lower the head. So in this child's pose, you should feel already the low back stretching, the hips stretching and opening up a bit, also the knees. Keep your hands where they are. Rise up onto your hands and knees. Bring your knees back into hip width. So here, it's a different position. It's the length of your body as well, which creates the different position. The hands are just a little bit farther forward than they were before. Now we take the bowspring posture, which stretches the belly, allows the hips to move up and back behind us. So we're not dumping into the low back though. We're just raising the glutes. Feel like your glutes are lifting up behind you. The back naturally curves, the head naturally curves, and the chest comes forward. We'll bounce back and forth. This ignites the power and the strength in the back body. This is getting the hamstrings, the knees, and the glutes activated and ready for movement. And by the way, the glutes are really the muscles that suffer with our lifestyle today. When we're sitting all day or even standing, we're not activating our glutes. So we need to activate them as much as possible. Keep the hips back, turn the right knee up, foot is flat on the floor, and the knee points out to the side. Again, head is lifted, and we're going to bounce back and forth. If you feel good about this, you can reach your right arm far out in front of you. Keep the fingertips on the floor as you bounce back and forth. Creates more of a stretch down the side body as well. Then bring the hand back. Stretch the right leg out to the side. Toes pointing forward. Here we get the inner thigh. Pressing back and forth again. Chin is lifted. And then we'll bring the knee down, forward, and cross the right ankle over the left knee. And instead of bouncing here, let's let the back curve, lift the chin, pull the chest forward, and press the hips back. So see if you can get some length through the belly, and you feel the outside of the hip stretching out. If you want to go farther, reach that right arm again out in front of you, and you'll feel it even more. Coming back, hand back where it was, a little bit farther forward than the shoulders, uncross, and we'll change sides. Just before we change sides, I take a moment and I start to feel the difference between the right side and the left. Right now, we've already activated everything on the right side, and boy, I really feel it like it's ready to move. So let's do the same thing for the left. Lifting your left leg, left knee points out to the side, left toe as well. Hips are gently curled to the sky, and we bounce back and forth. Again, if you want to add, reach your left arm out in front of you, fingertips down. Feel how the left-hand side really lengthens and stretches. Number 3, 2, 1. Bring the hand back. Stretch your left leg out to the side, the toes point forward, and you get the inner thigh, bouncing back and forth. And then releasing this, bring that left knee forward, cross the left ankle over the right knee, so crossing over in front, and you'll just simply sink back through the hips. You should feel the stretch down the outer hip, the left hip especially. And you could reach your left arm in front of you again to get the left-hand side in the action. And you just breathe deeply. And these positions activate smaller muscles in the joints which helps to keep the joints protected and keeps them in the right positions while we exercise. So let's come back, uncross, refine that beautiful bowspring position where you've got the curve in the low back, the hips lifting, the glutes mounting. And let's tuck our toes under, raise the knees up for a crouching cat pose. So hips lifting, knees bent. Hands, remember, they're not spread too far apart, the fingers, so that you've got arches in your palms. Let's bounce back and forth. The knees open as you bounce back. Knees open, curling the hips up. And we keep going. 3, 2, 1. Good. Open your feet as wide as your mat, at least. Walk your hands back, fingertips on the floor, arms are straight. Tilt your hips up so you find the low back curve, and we'll bounce again here. Hips go back, like you're gonna sit in a low chair. Lift your chin. 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands onto your thighs, just above your knees. Straighten your arms. So the hips curling back, glutes lifting up, chest pulling away from the hips, shoulders wide. Bring your right shoulder forward, look over your left shoulder as far as possible to the left. Coming back to center, we change. Left shoulder forward, look over your right as far as possible. Good. Come back to center. Lift the chin nicely. Keep the legs as they are, and we simply raise the upper body. Raise your arms up in a V position. You can curl the fingers if you wish, or stretch with your fingers as you wish. Lift your chin, and we sink down and rise back up. Now, as you sink, your arms can stay in the same position, so they rise up, and then they lower as you straighten up a bit. 3 more times. Hips are back. This is engaging a lot the core, as well as engaging the legs, hips, glutes. 1 more. And come all the way up to standing. Whew. Step your feet in. Bring them hip width. Bring your hands at your heart center. We're going to stay here for a moment. I want to do a little add-on exercise. Bring your right leg back. Toes of the right foot touch the floor behind you. You should feel an engagement right away down the back of the leg and the low back. Keeping the hands at the heart center, twist to your right. Just twist and open. Turn and look over your right shoulder. Then place your left hand on the heart. Reach your right arm behind you. Holding 3, 2, 1. Come back. Hands at the heart center in prayer. Step your right foot back into place. Reach your left leg behind you. Feel the engagement down the back of the leg. Begin twisting to your left this time. Look over your left shoulder. Reach your left arm out. Right hand goes onto the heart center. Looking at your left hand. Holding 3, 2, 1. Turning back. Bring your foot back into its place and take big steps till you reach the front edge of your mat. Nicely done, ladies. Knees are soft. Hips are tilting back. Low back has a beautiful curve. Chest is lifted, ribs are lifted, shoulders are wide. From here, we're going to start the cardio section of our class, okay? If you feel it goes too fast, just slow down and back off some of the postures, okay? If you have any issues in the shoulders or the hips or the knees, listen to my explanations and you can modify however you would like. Lift your chin, lift your head, find your perfect posture. Deep breath in, raise the arms, stretch skyward. Breathe out, bend at your knees and bring your hands all the way down to the mat. Step your feet back for a plank position. Lift your chin, find your perfect plank position. Now lower the knees, lower your chest down to the floor. For the moment, we're not going to do any push-ups for the moment. Point your toes, widen up your shoulders, rise to a little cobra. Bring your chest back down, push up onto the hands and knees, tuck your toes under, take either downward dog or crouching cat. Notice I step forward to take crouching cat. Turn your knees to the right and bounce. 3, 2, 1. Turn your feet back forward and begin stepping your feet forward to the front edge of your mat. The knees bend. Now this is super important. Knees bend low, hands on your thighs. This supports the spine. Lift your chin and chest, straightening the arms. Bring your arms by your ears. This is a super good engagement for the abdominals, the hips, and the legs. Rise all the way to standing, hands to your heart center. And of course, it works the back at the same time. Let's go again. Find your perfect posture. We're going slowly. Deep breath in, rise up. Breathe out, elbows come to knees, everything bends. Stepping back to a plank position. Find a perfect plank position. We're going to need that later. Lower your knees down. Lower your chest down between your hands. Point your toes, rise to a cobra. Bring your chest back down. Push up and into either down dog or crouching cat. Knees turn to the left and bounce. 3, 2, that's it. 1, turn forward, taking steps forward, reaching the front edge of your mat. Knees bend low, hands to the thighs. Lift up, straightening the arms, arms by your ears. And all the way up to standing, hands to the heart center. Find the perfect posture. We'll do that 2 more times. Let's go. Deep breath in, rise up. Breathe out, fold forward. I'm going to come have a look. Stepping back to plank. That's it, ladies. Hold it there. Good. Nice and strong. 3. Good. 2. 1. Perfect. Bring your knees down. Very nice. Move all the way down. Point your toes. Rise up to cobra. Push back to downward facing dog or crouching cat. Turn your knees to the right and bounce. 3. Good. 2. Good. 1. Looking forward, stepping forward. Find feet hip width. Bring the feet hip width. That's it. Good. Bend your knees low. Find the squat. Hands to your thighs. Rise up to the chair. Raise your arms by your ears. And use your legs and your back, lifting all the way up to standing. Perfect. Hands to the heart center. Perfect posture. Rise up. Deep breath in. Breathing out. Fold yourself forward. Stepping back to plank. Stay in plank for 3 breaths. 3, 2. This is important. You'll see why later. 1. All right. Bring your knees down gently and bring your chest down between your hands. Point your toes, rising up to cobra. Yes. Nice, Kiara. And push back. Down dog or crouching cat. Knees turn to the left and bounce it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, good, Finola. Turn back to center and stepping forward. Hands to your thighs, lifting up into chair. Excellent, Agnieszka. Wonderful, Magda. Good. Stay in the chair. Raise your arms by your ears. Good, ladies. And all the way up to standing. Hands to your heart center. Okay, this is where we're going to get a little bit jiggy with everything that we're doing. Take a deep breath in. Rise up. Let's move. Bending forward. Elbows come to knees before you set your hands down. Step back to a plank position. Now, ladies, you could stay in plank for 3 breaths. Or if you want to do this with me, I'm going to touch my left shoulder with my right hand, coming back. I'm going to touch my right shoulder with my left hand, coming back. And one more time, right hand, left shoulder, coming back. Ooh, I like it. Knees come down. Move your chest down to the floor. Point your toes, rising up to cobra. Bring your chest back down, push back, down dog or crouching cat. Knees turn to the right and we bounce. 3, 2, good. 1, turn it back forward. Begin stepping your feet forward. Bend your knees low, hands to your thighs. Lift to a chair, but stay here for a second. Hips are far back. Belly is long, chest lifted. Hands to your heart center this time. Raise your right leg. Hold the foot out in front of you. Now lean forward and push the foot up behind you. Knees bent, propeller pose. Rising back up, the foot comes in front of you. Set it down, raise your arms by your ears. All the way up to standing, releasing, find the perfect posture. We go again, deep breath in, rise. Breathing out, we fold elbows to knees. Hands come down, step back to plank position. Now you could just hold the plank here if you wish. You could also lower your knees, or you come with me, left hand to right shoulder. 3, right hand to left. 2, left hand to right. 1, we bring the knees down. We come all the way down into cobra. Let's go. Down dog or crouching cat. Knees turn to the left and we bounce it. 3, 2, 1. Turn them forward. Let's step forward. Knees bend low, hands to your thighs, lifting up. Hands to the heart center. Raise your left knee this time. The foot is like stepping out in front of you. Send it back behind you and into propeller pose. Lift your chin. Raise the foot back up in front of you. Set it down. Raise the arms by your ears. Coming up to standing, hands to the heart center. Let's run through that again. Find your perfect posture. Deep breath in, rise. Breathing out, let's fold. Stepping back to a plank. Stay there or come with me. Right hand, left hand, right hand, moving down. Open up into cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Turn your knees to the right and bounce. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Stepping forward. Knees bend low, hands to the thighs, lift the chest. Hands to your heart center. Raise your right leg. Up. Propeller pose. Up. Back in front of you. Set it down. Arms by your ears. Coming up to standing, hands to your heart center. Perfect posture. Let's go again. Deep breath in. Breathing out, elbows to knees all the way down. Stepping back to plank. Staying here. Left hand, you can touch your right shoulder. Right hand, left shoulder. Changing. Woo! Knees come down. Moving down, point your toes, cobra. Down dog or crouching cat. Knees turn to the left and let's bounce it. 3, 2, 1. Stepping forward. Bend your knees low, hands to the thighs, lifting up into that chair. Arms by your ears. Oh, sorry, hands in front of the heart center. Raise your left foot. Propeller pose. Back out in front of you. Foot comes down, find the chair, raise your arms. Coming up to standing, hands to your heart center. Running through it 2 more times, lady. Let's go. Up. Breathing out, folding forward. Good. Step back to your plank. Let's see it. Right hand. Touch the left shoulder. Left hand. And right hand. Good job, Penelope. Excellent. Move all the way down. Bravo. All the way to the floor. Somebody was happy. Point your toes, cobra. Downward facing dog. Good. Or crouching cat. Turn your knees to the right. Bounce it. 3, 2, 1. Stepping forward, ladies. Moving forward. Good. Set your feet well. Hands to the thighs. Lift up. Hands to the heart center now. Raise your right knee up. Good. Hold it there. Now propeller. Hold it there and just take a peek at your left knee. Make sure it's going towards your baby toe. Coming back, the knee up in front of you without touching the floor. Good, Agnieszka. Woo! Foot comes down, arms come by your ears, come into chair, and then all the way up to standing. Find the perfect posture. Last round. Let's go. Deep breath in, rise up. Breathing out, fold it forward, stepping back to your plank position. Left hand touches the right shoulder. Let's go. 3, and then the right hand. 2, and then the left. 1, and move yourself down. Excellent, Kiara. Come up into cobra and push back, down dog or crouching cat. Beautiful, Finola. Excellent work. Turn your knees to the left and bounce. 3, 2, 1. Good, ladies. Turn it all forward and stepping forward until you get to the front edge. Feet hip width, hands to the thighs. Lift, hands to the heart center now. Lift your left knee up. Hold it. Go into propeller. Foot behind you. Check your right knee. Take a little peek. Make sure the knee's going towards the baby toe. Yes. Coming back up, foot in front of you. Set the foot down. Take your chair pose, and everyone stay in chair, please. Stay in chair. Arms up. Stay here. Bring them into cactus. Elbows out to the sides, cactus. Take a deep breath in, rise back up, arms up. Breathing out, cactus. Hips are back. Doing beautifully, ladies. Raise the arms. Breathe in, breathe out, cactus. Once more, breathing in. Breathing out into cactus. Whew. Hands come to your heart center. Keep your knees apart. Let's sink the elbows way, way, way down and twist to your right. Left elbow over the right thigh. Keep the knees perfectly aligned. Turn your shoulders, turn your head, holding here. Keep the hips stable. Keep the glutes mounting up behind you. Turning back to center. Raise the arms up and you've got a chair again. Deep breath in. Breathe out, cactus. Hold on to it, breathing in. We're getting stronger with these. One more time, breathing in, reach. Get stronger and stronger. Hands to your heart center, keep the legs as they are. Twist to your left. Right elbow over the left thigh. Turn your head, turn your shoulders as much as possible, and hold it here. 3, 2, 1, turning back to center. Good job, ladies. Raise your arms and lift all the way up to standing and release. Bravo, good job. You deserve an applause. Take a little step back and come to the center of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Keep your chin lifted. We're gonna bend our knees, let the hips go back so you mount the glutes up behind you, and raise your right leg, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Bring your arms out in front of you, just like we did in the beginning of class. You can have the palms together, or you can clasp the fingers together. We're gonna twist to our right. So your right ankle is over the left thigh. Go as far as possible, moving your shoulders, moving your arms. Turn your head as far as possible and hold it here. Sinking down, hips are back, getting stronger. 3, 2, 1. Unwind and uncross your legs, release your arms. Good job. Bend your knees, hips back, belly is long. Cross your left ankle over the right thigh. Reach your arms in front of you, clasp the hands together. Arms are straight. Twist to your left now. Go as far as possible for you. It's really working the core muscles. It's super beneficial. Turn your head as far as possible and hold it here. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Unwind. Release the arms, release the legs. Bravo. Right foot on top of the left thigh, just above the knee. Bend both knees, let your hips sink back. Palms together and thumbs to the crown of the head. Lift the chin, lift the elbows, lift the rib cage. Holding here 3, 2, 1. Looking forward, let's release. Bend the knees, hips back. Left foot on top of the right thigh, just above the knee. Palms together to the crown of the head. Lift your elbows, lift your chin. Let your hips sink back. Breathing deeply. 3, 2, and 1. Looking forward, release your arms, release your legs. Take a big step forward. Hands at the heart center. Deep breath in, let's rise up. We're going to move to the floor. Breathing out, elbows come to knees. Hands come down, and you'll step back to a plank position, everyone. Lift your chin. If you need to, you could lower your knees to the floor. Hold here, get your belly long. Make everything strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower your knees if they're not all the way down. Open the knees and sink back to your child's pose. Yeah, good. Forehead can come down and you can just relax here, ladies. Lift your chin, moving back up onto the hands and knees. Bring both knees to the right-hand side of your mat and sink your left hip down onto the mat. Stretch your left arm underneath you and stretch your left leg up. Here we want to point the toes down, the heels up. This is going to create a twist in your thigh. It's a rotation, internal rotation, and we want that. Right arm in front of you. Raise the leg as high as possible and hold it there. Hold it there. You should feel a big engagement down the outside of the hip, in the glute, perhaps in the outside of the leg. This is a super good position for strengthen the hip and to protect your knees. All right. Bring the leg all the way down. Let's stretch both legs out and roll onto our tummies. Reaching both arms out in front of you. Turn your right thumb upwards. Raise your right arm and left leg. And let's hold here. Keep the head lifted to get that engagement in the neck. Breathe deeply into the diaphragm, but not into the abdomen. We want the diaphragm moving. Bring the hand and the foot back down. Slide your hands back. Push up onto your hands and knees. Open the knees and take child's pose. Relax here for a moment. I'm going to switch sides so I'm always facing you. Coming back up onto your hands and knees. Bring both knees to the left-hand side of your mat now and sit down onto your right hip. Stretch your right arm out and stretch your left leg. Turn the toes down, heel up. So this is working this outside of the hip, the gluteus medius, right on the outside, which is a protector of the hips. Lift the leg as high as possible. Left arm out in front of you, and we're just going to hold this position. This is actually a modification of a yoga pose, which is called Vishnu Asana, or reclining Buddha. So really lift the leg nice and high and hold. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Release the leg down. Stretch your right leg straight and roll onto your tummy. Now reaching your arms far out in front of you. This time the left hand, the left thumb turns up to the sky, and you raise the left arm and the right leg. Left arm, right leg, and we hold. Take deep breaths into the diaphragm. Keep the belly strong and long. Bring everything down. This time bring your hands underneath your forehead and simply move your legs from side to side. Open your feet wide. Bend your knees, touch your heels together. Bring your arms out to the sides into cactus. Lift your knees and the lower part of the thighs as much as possible. Lift your arms, head, and shoulders, looking forward. This is parachute pose. It's a good alternative to bow pose. Much healthier because we activate everything. Holding. 3, 2, and 1. Hands come under the shoulders, release the legs, push up onto the hands and knees. Bring your knees to one side and roll right over onto your back. Setting your feet far out in front of you, we're first going to do hamstring bridge. So the legs are out, knees slightly bent. Hands down on the floor, lift your hips. Pull your feet towards your hips. You're gonna feel, you can touch with your hands. Your hamstrings are super engaged here. Lengthen the neck, let the chest open, press your arms down to get more of a lift and hold. Excellent, good job, ladies. Bring the hips back down. And we lift the knees up, grab behind the thighs, pull the knees towards the shoulders for happy baby pose. If you want to, you could grab the bottoms of the feet. Bring your feet back down, a little bit wider than your hips, knees wide, elbows down into the floor, squeeze your shoulder blades, and raise the hips up. Now we're in our natural half bridge. If you'd like to take full bridge and you've been practicing regularly, you could set your hands for full bridge now and push up into full bridge. It's up to you. If, however, you're going to stay with half bridge, come along with me, walk your feet in a little bit, and we're going to do walking half bridge. You're going to raise your right leg like you're walking, and then you bring it back down. Left leg, bring it back down. Right leg, back down. Left, back down. And again, right. Staying strong, breathing deeply. Left. Again, right. Just keep moving like you're walking in place. One more time each side. Now keep the feet down. For those of you who took full bridge, come to half bridge now. We're all in half bridge. Raise your arms over your head and lower the back one vertebra at a time. Very, very, very slowly. And once the back is all the way on the floor, stretch your legs and rest here. It's like a star pose. Arms are in a V, legs are also in a V. And we just take some deep, slow breaths. Rebend your knees. Bring the knees together now. Knees and feet touch. Allow your knees to fall to the right. Your left knee is stacked on your left. Okay? Now, if you have any issue in the lower abdomen or any prolapsus,
You could stay here. This stretch alone is super good for your obliques. If all is fine, you want to come with me, hands behind the head, open your elbows, and we're going to lift, pressing little presses. This is going to contract the oblique muscles. So we press up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your head back down. Reach your arms back over your head, lengthen, and we'll change sides. So one knee at a time, lift the knees. Let the knees fall to your left now. Right leg stacked on the left. So again, if you have any issue in the lower abdomen or even in the back, maybe you want to stay here and stretch the obliques. It's perfect. It helps to lift everything up. For those of you who are fine, hands behind the head, elbows wide, come with me. We're going to lift. 10, contracting through the obliques. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down. Raise the arms over the head. One knee at a time. The knees come up. Now open the knees. Soles of the feet are together. Knees are wide. It's a butterfly position. You could stay here stretching, lengthening the abdomen, lifting the chest away from the hips, or hands behind the head, keep curve in the low back, and we lift the head, chest, and shoulders as high as possible. 10, 9, press your feet together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everybody relax. Lift the knees up. Knees come to the chest. And we rock from side to side to let go. Good job, everybody. Come back into a happy baby pose. Rock from side to side if you wish. Legs come down. Raise your right leg, grab behind the thigh. Root the thigh down into the earth, creating curve in your low back. So there should be a space between the low back and the floor. Flex the foot. Straighten your leg as much as possible. Feel the stretch down the back of the leg. Pull the leg towards you if you want to go farther. Releasing this, cross the ankle over the left thigh. Raise both legs up, knees go towards the shoulders. Left foot comes down to the floor. Open twist. Let your knees go to the right. Open your left arm to the side. And to go farther, getting some more into the shoulders and the neck, raise your right arm and see if you can touch the inner elbow of your left arm with your right hand. Unwind this position. Let your right foot fall off your left knee. One knee at a time rises up. And we change sides. Left leg goes up, grab behind the thigh, root the thigh down. Flex your foot, find the stretch down the back of the leg without adding the back. So the back stays nicely curved. And we take deep breaths. Crossing the left ankle over the right thigh, lift both up, grab around the legs, and pull the knees towards the shoulders. Right foot comes down to the floor. Let the knees fall to your left, right arm out to the side. Turn to look at your right hand and bring your left arm across your body, touching the inner elbow of your right arm for that spinal twist. Beautiful. We'll unwind, letting the left ankle come off the right knee. One knee at a time rises up. Set your hands at your belly and gently find the right edge of your mat with your right foot. Just look for it and stretch the foot along the right edge of the mat until the leg is straight. Same thing with the left. Find the left edge of your mat and draw along the edge until your leg is straight. Move your hips a bit from side to side to find a really nice position for the hips. Move your shoulders a little bit if you'd like. Move your head from side to side. Keeping your hands at your belly. Take some deep breaths into the diaphragm. And be sure your tongue is at home position. Home position. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Maybe your belly moves a little bit. That's fine. Maybe it doesn't. That's fine too. Find a position which is relaxing for you. And I'm going to mention different parts of the body for you to relax. Start with your jaw. Moving on to the neck, shoulders, and chest. Moving on to the upper back, middle back, and low back. Moving on to the tummy, lower abdomen, and hips. Relax the legs, knees, ankles, and the feet. The arms, elbows, wrists, and shoulders. Relax the throat by swallowing one time. Relax the cheeks, the mouth. The tongue should already be relaxed in home position. All of the muscles around the eyes, the forehead, and the scalp. Imagine just now that there's a soft sprinkle of rain. Touching every part of your body that's facing the sky. And this rain, this water is healing.
With each tiny splash that touches your skin, you feel a healing energy moving inside you. And this soft rain even affects your thoughts. Creating thoughts that are more tolerant, patient, understanding, and kind. Take 3 deep breaths, allowing the diaphragm and the belly perhaps to expand and to release as you let go. Now begin moving your fingers and your toes. Begin to move your arms and your legs. And as you move, let's just think of some gratitude that we have this fabulous functioning body. Unbelievably amazing. Raise your arms over your head and stretch from fingers to toes. Bring your knees up to your chest, squeeze it in, and rock all the way to your right-hand side. Now, this is traditional to rock to your right-hand side, but if you like rocking to your left-hand side, you could do that too. Put your hands down onto the floor and push up from the floor to come to a seated position. Beautiful, ladies. That's great. Let's rub our hands together. Bring your hands over your face, gently tapping around the eyes, sort of stimulating all the muscles, stimulating the face to be able to face our afternoon, or put a good face on our afternoon. Shake out, and let's do it again. Rub your hands together, warming them up, bringing some energy into the face, tapping around the eyes. And let's shake out. Hands to your heart center. Thank you for joining me in this practice, and namaste. Well done, everyone.